All right, so today we're here in Desperation, and please don't mind the bloody floors or the ruined cities behind me. A lot has happened in this game. Way too much for me to ever hope to explain. Um, but for those who don't know, Desperation is a My Hero Academia closed community game. Sort of like Crawfish, that other CC game I played not too long ago that I ended up quitting in a oh god, in a moment I can call nothing short of crashing out. But yeah, this game is actually what inspired Crawfish for the most part. A lot of the stuff from Crawfish was taken almost one-to-one from this game. How they handle SP, how they handle true permadeath, how they handle lore. A lot of that stuff is just heavily inspired from Desperation. So if you look at Crawfish and you see how that game functions, this game is the reason why Crawfish is the way it is. I actually used to play this game back in, I think, September or October of last year, and I played on a character called Atsuya Yeon. This was before I was a content creator, so I was primarily just doing some like quote unquote art stuff, even though that art was really just me editing photos in game, which were still cool, by the way. I think I still did a fairly good job with them, but calling it art is a little bit. I wouldn't call that the most accurate way to describe it. Eventually, I got bored of the game, so I quit, and then that's when I started playing Crawfish. But as you know, Crawfish hashtag fell off. So yeah, we're back in Desperation now, and I've actually been back in Desperation for like a month. Originally I was playing a character called Akitoke, but then I kid you not, they got no scoped from halfway across the map and got their got their brains blown out. Holy hell, I can't speak today. But yeah, so they're dead, brutally killed, might I add. But they died, and gladly because of CC Rewave, I was almost immediately able to come back, specifically after 3 days. And I got on this character, Arata Bansho, and this is the character I've been playing for most of my time during my return to Desperation. And I'd actually say Desperation is kind of fun, believe it or not. Desperation, even though I give CC lore games like a lot of flack, I'm very critical of them. I actually kind of like Desperation, especially now. Like back when I first played it, I didn't like it that much. Um, but now I feel like they've done a lot to change up how the game feels, even though obviously it's still not perfect. Hell, it's far from perfect. But it was definitely more enjoyable to play now than it was back then. Oh God, yo, did you see that? Did y'all see that? That was clean. That was very clean. That was very clean. Bravo, bravo. But yeah, the game's more fun now. That's what I will say. But recently, I've gotten into a bit of hot water, you could say. So, if you're in the Discord and you look at my account information, you might notice that I don't have the content creator role. And you may be wondering, oh, did they not want to give it to you? Did they not want to blah, 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 blah? No, they gave it to me. And then I somehow managed to get it stripped away from me, ripped from my cold, dead hands. In G Cool's words, I got nerfed. So basically, what happened is I have a habit of sometimes just posting random funny stuff in CC videos, the actual channel in the Discord. And apparently, some people did not like this because it's exclusively for videos. Even though I have seen other people do similar stuff, but you know, I'm not going to point any fingers. Um, but because of this, when one day I posted a message saying that, oh, I had lost like 3 hours worth of footage and I don't know if I'd be able to drop a video today, basically just giving the community an update on why I hadn't uploaded a video in a while. G Cool himself, you know, the divine deity, the eldritch god, he descended from the heavens in a ball of fire, landed in front of me and said, "You're not uploading anything, buddy." but obviously in a much deeper, more masculine tone, with his bulging muscles rippling everywhere. And then he just took away my CC role. So I cannot post videos in Desperation anymore, which, as you can imagine, has really hindered my motivation to make Desperation videos. Oh, and he also timed me out for like a week after I said I would get an ABG, if you know what that means, to give him neck for CC rollback. Um, that sounds really crazy out of context, but it was during like a public stage where people were just like talking and everything and making really out of pocket jokes. So, I made my own out of pocket joke, and of course I got punished for it. But, that's just how the cookie crumbles, man. Crap. How did I miss that? But yeah, anyway, so I am both no longer technically a desperation content creator and am technically no longer even able to speak in the Discord. So yeah, that's really hindered the desperation content I was going to be making. And another thing is I've basically gotten no lore so far. Technically, I'm better off than most. Like my cousin in lore has a meta, and like I have a couple interesting people surrounding me in lore. But me myself, I didn't actually have much interesting going on. Really, that's what I'd say. I didn't actually have that much interesting stuff going on for my character Arata. So yeah, but I had like two LT eventually agree to join my lore ticket. So things, not lore ticket, my lore server, my bad. Same thing anyway, basically. But yeah, they agreed to look at my lore. I don't know if they actually ended up ever doing that, but ever since I lost CC role, I have not heard back from them. So yeah, that might be cooked. I still want to play this game, especially because I have like so many friends in lore and all that. Like I still want to play the game, but it's really hard to justify playing a game when I don't feel like I can make very interesting content off of it. And I talked about this in a stream, but I don't want to make content that everyone else could make and doesn't center around me, right? Because if I'm going to make a video on Desperation, you really expect the video to primarily be focusing on my perspective in lore, or my lore specifically. You probably aren't coming to watch me watch a villain fight from like 2 miles away and do nothing because I can't do anything. So that has really prevented me from making content, even though I really could have just made slop content where I just re-uploaded PDs where I did nothing. I didn't want to do that. That's also why I didn't stream too much, even though I did stream quite a bit. Yeah, both of those are reasons why I wasn't too keen on making desperation content for a while, like making actual videos. I'm making this one because I don't really know what I'm gonna do, man. Um, I don't know if I'm gonna get CC rollback. I don't know if I'm actually ever gonna end up getting that lore I thought I was gonna get, or if I'm gonna have anything to make videos on. Shit, I don't even know. Like, I genuinely don't know what I should do with this game now. Like, I want to keep playing because obviously it's funner now. That's what I'll say. The game is more enjoyable. But I really, in my own head, I can't justify playing a game if it isn't for content. It's like I can justify most things in my head. I can justify spending money. I can justify recording for extremely long hours or doing weird stuff purely for the sake of content. Like if I can say, okay, I'm doing this for a video, I can sort of justify doing it in my head, right? But if I'm gonna be playing a CC game and I'm not gonna be making content on it, that sort of just, no offense to the game, like any game really, it just feels like a waste of time to me. Because it's like I'm spending this time playing a CC game when I could be uploading a video. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of just how I feel. I know I already talked about a lot of this stuff on stream, but I know there's a lot of people who didn't tune into that stream, so this is just a video talking about it more in depth, really giving y'all the overview of how I feel about the game right now. Is Desperation back? Is Desperation better? No clue really. I don't have a meta, nor do I have a fighting style, nor do I have a weapon, nor do I have lore. So I can't. I'm not really the one who can be telling you that. I'm just a civilian right now. Uh, yeah. If you don't see more desperation content from me, know that it was literally just I couldn't justify making content on this game when one, I didn't have CC role, and two, I didn't really have anything special to make videos on. And if you do actually end up seeing me make desperation content, uh, hopefully it's good. Also, how the hell did I just face with that? You know what? Never mind. Let's not question it. But yeah, hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully it'll be interesting. This video isn't really to pressure anyone to do anything. Like even like my timeout. Like sure, I'd rather. I never actually noticed that those crystals were floating in the sky. Like I don't know how many people realize those are there, but I genuinely just noticed them. But yeah, even the timeout, even though I'd rather, not be muted for 7 days over a joke that in all retrospect was not worth a 7 day mute, I can't really do much about it. And I can't really say, oh, this was unfair, that was unfair, whatever, right? So yeah, I'm just gonna do what I normally do. And that's really all. Oh, this guy want a box? Me. Oh, crap. He's low-key beating my